More than 1.7 billion people in the world still require regular preventive treatment for neglected tropical diseases as Nigeria joins the rest of the world to observe the day. Around one-third of people affected by NTDs live in Africa, with Nigeria bearing the heaviest burden, accounting for approximately 25% of the continent's NTD cases. FCT correspondent Sam Raffle has details.
Nigeria is at a critical juncture in its efforts to eliminate neglected tropical diseases (NTDs) by 2030. The 2023 World NTDs theme, tagged Act Now, Act Together, Invest in Neglected Tropical Diseases, spotlights on NTDs and the suffering they cause, and calls for comprehensive and universal care for those affected by it. At a media briefing, the Minister of Health, Dr. Osagie said most NTDs are of public health importance as they impact negatively on socio-economic development and affect an estimated 1 billion people worldwide, with Nigeria accounting for about 25% of all NTDs in Africa.
Most NTDs, ladies and gentlemen, are of public health importance because they impact negatively on socio-economic development, and they affect an estimated 1 billion people worldwide, mostly in tropical areas of low-income countries, in Africa, in Asia, and in Latin America. Nigeria has about 25% of the NTD burden in Africa. That's clearly because of our population. And therefore, millions of persons are also at risk of lymphatic filariasis. We presume about 122 million people are at risk. Onchocerciasis, about 33 million people are at risk. Schistosomiasis, 20.8 billion people are at risk. Soil transmitted ehrlichiasis, 29.4 million at risk. Trachoma, 5.3 million at risk. And the human African trypanosomiasis, 6.5 million people at risk, respectively.
Also speaking, the Minister of State for Health, Honorable Joseph Ekuman-Kama, is optimistic that this year's commemoration will go a long way to achieving Goal 3 of the Sustainable Development Goals.
The outcome of today's event will go a long way in improving the overall well-being of Nigerians in line with the third Sustainable Development Goals, which aims at ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being for people of all ages. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm aware of the burden of NTD's negative impact on our economy, reduced social life, and also the increase in mobility and disability among low-income earners across the country. However, you will agree with me today that the efforts put in place by government to tackle these diseases have started yielding results, as the burden of these diseases is reducing drastically in some states.
The maiden edition of the report, commissioned by Endfund and conducted by Deloitte Nigeria, showed that the NTD crisis in Nigeria has critical impact on well-being, education, and productivity. However, the net productivity gains resulting from eliminating the 5 most common NTDs in Nigeria by 2030 is staggering, conservatively estimated to be around $18.9 billion.
The Nigerian economy will reap $18.9 billion from Nigerians' increased productivity in 2023 to 2030 if NTD elimination is achieved in line with the WHO roadmap. These gains will also continue beyond 2030 as individuals who are cured or avoid infection lead more productive and fulfilling lives. The most significant benefits are the elimination of soil-transmitted ehrlichiasis and schistosomiasis.
The high point of the event was the launch of 2023 to 2027 NTD Master Plan and the unveiling of the economic survey result on NTDs. Every January 30 is dedicated to commemorating World Neglected Tropical Diseases Day. The day is set aside to create awareness of the devastating impact of NTDs on the poorest population around the world. The day is also an opportunity to call on everyone to support the growing momentum for the control, elimination, and eradication of these diseases. Awesome Raffle, ABN News.